Hello Australia, welcome to episode 542 of The Couch. Hope you can stick around, a big show today. Julie Meek, she's going to tell us about better performance. She's got a great book that she's going to talk about today. Here it is on screen. And later we'll find out about 5 tips on how we can become healthier in summer, coming up very soon. Also today, Grace is singing us a beautiful song, our own presenter Grace. Later on we talk fashion with our very own Michelle Merdzan and heaps more. Hope you can stick around. The Couch starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with friends and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
Hello, and don't forget Di Wilcox will be here later as well, talking about body image and how you can lose that thought about what's good or bad when it comes to body. Okay, opening the show today is our very own Grace Newton-Wordsworth singing a beautiful song. Let me not hold her back. Over to you, Grace, to open the show.
Thanks, Fred. This is a brand new original that I wrote about 2 weeks ago, so it's fairly new. This is my wonderful guitarist, Brandon, and this original is called The Long Road. Here we go. You trace the map in the sky, made me feel so alive. Little kisses, little lies. You are the master of disguise. Now I'm feeling so empty, baby. I really thought that this would last. It's just the same old story. I found you and I fell too fast, and I took the long road, and I took the wrong road.
That is, of course, Grace Newton-Wordsworth, one of our couch presenters, and she'll be here to talk to Michelle very soon, so you can, I'll probably ask her how she enjoyed performing, because she's just going to walk out now and perform for us another time on the show, but you'll see her later. But someone that's not going to perform, but she's always telling me how to live healthier. It's my choice whether I listen or not, but she does a really good job of trying to convince me that living healthier over summer is a great thing. Julie Meek, better performance is always your way when you're here.
I do try,
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, I was really interested because you've got 5 easy ways to bringing this back to our best for summer.
Well, because we've spent quite a few months snuggling up on the couch with a blankie, eating comforting food and maybe not doing as much exercise. So now the weather's getting warmer, it's like, ooh, I'm going to have to take those clothes off and reveal a bit more skin.
Do we all do that? Do we all sort of become lazy when the weather's cold? We take solace in very fattening food and not so good food?
I think a lot of us do.
Because
it makes us feel better.
Do you do that every so often? Do you indulge? I know you live a pretty healthy lifestyle, you're running and you're pretty physically fit, but do you ever say, oh, I'm going to have a pizza or stuff like that, and do you sort of hate yourself afterwards?
Yeah, no, I don't do that afterwards because, like, it is what it is. I think everyone should have a treat. But I think, yes, me along with everyone else, you know, I don't feel as motivated during winter, and it is harder to do the things when it's dark and it's cold and it's wet. But, you know, you need to have some sort of routine that you do, and maybe it's seasonal.
Okay.
Maybe you do this during winter and then you do something else in summer.
And I noticed you've picked 5 ways of doing it. What are the 5 tips that you can come up with and maybe bring us back to what we should be over summer?
Well, the first one would be to shake things up. So if over winter you've been more inactive and you're kind of coming out of hibernation, what are you going to do for exercise? It's something fun, something exciting. And it might be, you know, teaming up with a friend or a buddy and getting out for a walk because the weather's so lovely, or it might be joining in a game with your kids.
I was going to ask, because a lot of people, when they hear exercise, like me, I go, oh, gymnasium, oh no, running, going to the pool. But you can do simple stuff as well, can't you? Like vacuuming a house, someone told me, is great exercise.
It is.
Things that you, just dancing, I was told. Put on some CDs of ABBA. They'll get you dancing. It's just, it doesn't have to be very hard exercise, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, even something as simple as getting on the trampoline, which lots of people have trampolines in their backyards, jumping on that for 10 minutes is actually really hard. So it doesn't need to be structured, hard work.
Okay, that's number 5. Number 4?
The next one is get your skin glowing. So over winter, you know, you have more clothes on, you don't see so much sun, and your skin can get really dry and dull.
Really?
Yes.
So you're saying we cover up a lot?
We do.
So the skin sort of gets a little bit protective?
I kind of feel like a snake sometimes, you know, when you're just kind of withered up. But if you get some healthy fats into your body, avocado, nuts, some good oils, they make a big difference to our skin. So make sure you've got those in your diet. When you say avocado, it's eating the avocado, not exactly the cream on it. Some people put it on their skin, but actually eating it I'm referring to.
And you know what? I was one of these people that didn't like avocado, and I have to tell you, I had tacos the other night, and I actually do like avocado. It depends on how you eat it. In a salad with tomatoes, a little bit of dressing, it's incredible on toast.
Yum.
So you don't have to physically get an avocado.
No.
Sometimes you can put flavour to it.
It's so versatile, and I don't know if you've seen some of these ideas, Fred, but avocado in a, you know, like a tart, like a sweet tart with lime, etc. can actually be really nice as well.
As a dessert?
As a dessert.
And is it nice?
It is nice.
You've made it, obviously.
Well, I have, but it's so creamy that it really lends to that texture.
Okay, that's number 4. What's number 3?
Try for 5, which is try for 5 vegetables every day.
Can we do that?
We can. That's what we're meant to do, and the campaign's actually just finished, National Nutrition Week.
Yep.
All about getting 5 vegetables a day. So half a cup is 1 serve of vegetables, and challenging yourself to put those 5 into your day.
Should we get variety in vegetables, or can you eat one type of vegetable 5 times a day?
Look, it's good to eat vegetables regardless, but if you can get 5 different types, that's even better. Lots of different colours, they all have different aspects that are good for us, and so getting a mix is a good idea. But start at the beginning, try and get something breakfast and work your way through, rather than leaving it to the end where you think, oh my golly, I've got a whole plate of vegetables to eat.
And how do we get kids to follow this as well? Because sometimes you've got unhealthy kids over winter and they get away with eating a few bad things. Can kids eat the 5 veggies as well, or should we just reduce it for them?
They don't need to eat half a cup 5 times. They can eat 5 vegetables, but maybe a little bit less. But make it fun. You know, like cherry tomatoes, baby cucumbers, those sorts of things. So it's a snacky, easy thing for them to do. And that's the thing. A lot of people think kids won't eat veggies. It's how you dress them up and how you sell them. I find the marketing of veggies can be quite... And if kids like the look of food, they usually like to eat it. Yeah, they do.
Okay, number 2.
Soak up some sun. So it would seem pretty usual, I guess. It's summer, you would want to be soaking up some sun. But we have very low vitamin D levels during winter because we spend more time indoors, more clothes, and the sun's weaker. And vitamin D is a big problem in Australia.
I've heard this, that diabetics, for example, I don't know how it improves the health, but apparently if you go out in the sun for 10 or 15 minutes a day, it actually can help with sugar, people that have got diabetes as well.
Yeah, it can.
So what does that do? What does the actual sun do to the body?
So we make vitamin D through our skin. And so the sun hits our skin, we manufacture or synthesise the vitamin D, and it's really strongly linked to lifestyle diseases like diabetes, preventing cancer, for example. And we, as a nation, have a very low level of vitamin D, which is really funny considering how much sun we do have.
Fantastic. So really, it's so easy and cheap. You just go out, sit in the sun for 10 minutes. Is there a limit?
But let's say a PS here.
Okay.
So something like, in the middle of the hot sun in the day, that's not the ideal time. So make the most of the time in between, outside the 10 to 3, because that's when you'd put sunscreen on. But the sunscreen actually creates a barrier to making vitamin D.
Exactly.
So do it in the beginning and the end of the day.
So you think smart about it. Don't go out there at 40-degree heat and stand
And you
out in
only
the
need
sun.
around 15 minutes.
That's perfect, isn't it? Number 1?
Is be like a camel. So we've come...
Drink water?
Well, yes, but other sorts as well.
Oh.
So we've been in winter, we might have been dehydrated, too much tea and coffee because we're trying to keep ourselves warm. Let's make sure that we do put enough fluid in so that we are actually on top of our game.
I have to tell you something really interesting. I've been getting kidney pains. I know you're not talking to my doctor here, but I've been getting kidney pain for the last couple of weeks because I haven't been drinking a lot of water. Yesterday, I was so parched, I drank about 2 litres of water. Do you know what? That kidney pain's gone. That easy. I'm not lying about this. I actually feel so much better because I was feeling tired, weak and stressing because I thought, oh my God, kidney pain, diabetes, dialysis, it scares me. So water, just drink a lot of water. And I think that really can help.
We've described some of the symptoms of dehydration. So feeling a bit off, you might get a headache.
Headaches every day.
You find that you're finding it difficult to make a decision, or also your brain doesn't seem to be working as well.
Very
and that's
true.
lack of water.
Very, very true. Now, you've also got a great book, this one here. Tell me about this one. What's it called?
Truth, Lies and Chocolate was really born out of the fact there's so many facts and fairy tales out there that people just don't know about. So they're really common things that you might think, I've always wanted to know that.
Okay.
So there's 99 of them in that book.
Fantastic. It's called, oh, there it is on screen, right? Truth, Lies and Fairy Tales About Food. Where can people get the book?
Any good bookstore or online on my website.
Fantastic. Now, can I ask you one more quick question? Chia seeds.
Yes.
Are they good for us or not? Is that a myth?
Fantastic.
Why are they so good?
Well, we'd normally get omega-3 fats through fish, and these chia seeds are full of omega-3 fats, so they're very good for our heart and for our blood pressure. Yep. And they're grown in Western Australia as well. So.
And are they good for people who are diabetic? Because apparently they say sprinkle it over your food.
Fantastic. Great source of fibre, good source of protein. They don't taste of anything, so you can add them to sweet or savoury.
Wonderful. I love blowing all these myths. Thank you very much, Julie Meek. You've got a busy schedule ahead. You're still on 6PR.
I am.
Every second week.
On a Wednesday at 10:30.
Beautiful. Thank you for being on the show today. What's your website if people want more information?
www.juliemeek.com.au.
There it is on screen. And of course, if you missed that one, go to thecouch.com.au and you'll have all the details about Julie Meek. It's on screen right now. Thank you for coming in today. Look forward to talking to you next month and getting ready for summer. Now, if you are going to get ready for summer, one thing, cricket is always on the agenda. There's a brand new game called Test Match. We're going to give you a chance of winning this fantastic game. So stay tuned. Right after the break, we're going to give you a chance of winning it yourself. Back with more of The Couch right after this. Welcome back to The Couch on Foxtel, and it's time to talk fashion, affordable fashion with our very good friend Michelle. But to give us all the insights with Michelle is our very own Grace, who's come off the microphone. Hello, Grace.
Hi, Fred.
You sang beautifully. A lot of people have been asking, when did you write that song, just quickly?
I wrote that song about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's a very new song.
And you won some awards, but I couldn't remember which ones. You guys, you do an a cappella thing as well.
Yes, I'm also.
Tell us about that.
So I'm with an a cappella group, a bit like Pitch Perfect, if you've seen it.
Yep.
And we went to Melbourne and competed in the Young Singers and Harmony competition, and we managed to win, which was good. So.
Very fashionable. Well done.
Very fashionable.
On the topic of fashion, you got a great guess.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So I'm here with the fabulous Michelle Merdzan, who's with her website, pushing50.net. And we do look quite different today, don't we, Michelle?
Yes, we've got a little bit glammed up today. You know me, I'll glam up for anything, really.
That is true.
And I just wanted to talk about getting dressed up or finding an outfit for a really nice event like a ball or something, or a wedding, and just how you can do it on a budget and you don't have to spend a lot of money and you can still look fabulous. As like yourself today.
Oh, stop it.
I'm very excited because Grace told me that she was going to be wearing her wonderful purchase that she found, and I wanted to hear all about it. So I'm going to interview you first.
Take over.
So Grace, where did you find your lovely blue dress?
Well, I found this dress at the Salvation Army, actually, and I got it for a very, very good price. And can you guess how much I got it for?
I'm going to say probably around about $30 maybe.
From the Salvos?
Yeah, $30.
This dress I got for $8.
Well, there you go. So, yeah, you did really, really well then.
It was a pretty good purchase. I'm very happy with it. I'd probably wear it to a ball myself.
Yep.
Also the couch. Which,
I love the colour of it. It's really nice, yeah.
Thank you. And now I'll start interviewing you, I suppose. So this beautiful purchase, you obviously at a ball recently?
Yes, we had our Murdoch annual ball just a few weeks ago, and it was actually months before the ball that I was thinking, oh, I must find something to wear. You know, last time I was lucky enough to find something from the Salvos, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I'll be this lucky this time, but I'll, you know, whilst I'm out and about, I'll have a look around. So I happened to be out at one of the stores, and
you got lucky.
I got lucky. I happened to find this on a rack and just saw the red and grabbed it and thought, oh, please fit, please fit.
Stunning.
And I tried it on and it fit, and yeah, it was just such a beautiful fit and style.
Much?
I actually got this for $25.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a brand new dress. It actually still had the label on it, and it was from a brand called Izzy Dress. And I did look them up online to see what kind of prices they were, and most of their stuff new is around $200 to $300. So a brand new dress with the label still on it for $25.
That is amazing, because obviously, I mean, a few years ago I graduated from school, and in my year 12 ball, all the girls spend ridiculous amounts of money on their dresses because everyone, you know, thinks it's a massive deal.
Yeah.
I mean, up anywhere between $300 to $2,000 girls would be spending.
I know, there's just no need to spend that much money. I just think, you know, if you get prepared and you sort of go out and you give yourself a good 3 to 5 months to look around, you're probably going to be able to find things. I mean, the other things that I did find to go with this outfit was the clutch. I've got this lovely clutch here that I found at Strand Bags. That was only around $12. Now, they do a lot of clearance items, so I often find things there. So that was a really good clutch. And then my shoes here, I don't know if you can see my shoes, but these were, again, from Big W, and they've got all the beautiful little diamantes on them, so they match up with all my bracelet and earrings and stuff. And I only paid $7 for those. I mean, seriously, $7.
And everything does match. It's
I know.
Gorgeous.
I know if I'd gone somewhere else and had a look for them, I probably would have been paying, you know, well over $100. So
which shows that you really don't need to be over the top. I mean, and then as well with these balls, you have to buy your ticket, limos, makeup, hair, and you're probably spending about $3 to $4 grand when you could be doing that on absolutely anything else.
Even these, like the accessories, I mean, all the earrings and things like this, these earrings were only about $3 each, and the bracelet.
And no one would ever be like, wow, you just got your dress from Salvos.
I know. So probably for under about $50, I managed to pull this together.
Incredible.
But I've also brought a couple of guests in today.
Yes, these beautiful girls over here. Can you introduce them? Yes,
we have Kate over here on the right and Carolyn. And Carolyn's actually done this for us before.
She's back.
But Kate and Carolyn both were hunting around for an outfit, and they decided to do something a little different. Kate had sort of the dress that Carolyn's wearing and said, look, you know, why don't we have a look at what we've got in each other's wardrobes.
So just quickly, Carolyn's our beautiful blonde model.
Blondie model here, yes. So Carolyn has actually borrowed the dress from Kate, and her accessories she got from a quip as well. And again, they were only, I think, $3. Is that right, Carolyn? Yeah,
for the pair.
Yeah. $3 for the set. Yeah. And her outfit, I mean, just goes together so lovely. And I think Carolyn's shoes, I think, were from Spendless. How much were your shoes, Carolyn? I can't remember what you said.
They were the big spend of the day.
Oh, were they?
About $59.
Oh, okay. So your shoes were the best.
They do tie up the outfit beautifully.
But sometimes, you know, you might do that and find something that's a little bit more expensive, and then you find something a bit cheaper. But Kate here, we managed to take out to a place which is in Jandakot called Windsor Wiper Sales. It's a little bit like a Salvo store. And we were hunting around, having an absolute ball that day. It was hilarious. And we actually found this dress for Kate. And I think it was, original price was $199. That was the label that was still on it. And Kate picked it up for $25.
What?
Yeah. And the little shawl. Do you want to show us that little shawl there, Kate? Just, it's got all the little little diamantes and sparkles on it. So
Oh, gorgeous.
that was $2 to throw over the top. So if you want to cover up your arms or something and you sort of, wanted something a little bit more dressy.
And did you all wear this to the ball? Did you all wear the dresses you're wearing now to the ball?
Yes, we did. Yeah, this is what we all sort of put together. So
But you were the belle of the balls, all you guys look gorgeous.
Oh, we couldn't stop telling everyone, like, oh, we only paid $25 for our dress, and we only paid $2 for the shawl, and the accessories were only $3 each, so it was great. But yeah, we just thought, Kate's dress was just lovely because she said she wanted something that wasn't too clingy and that just sort of hung really well. So
Fred's got in on it, hasn't he? He's already stolen it.
Oh, okay, Fred's into it already.
I have to say, when my mic's on, of course, I think Ben's got it up now. $20 did you say for this?
No, $2.
$2. I was just about to give you $20, Kate, but I'll give you $3 if you're willing to pay. How affordable is that?
Very affordable.
You just
And
have
how
to
good
shop
does it look? I could
around.
be quite sexy with this. Or not that I need this.
I'd like to see you wear it as a headscarf, actually.
Let me
I think
have
it, yes.
you
Oh,
want me
that's
to look,
more. That's
not
more
offending
you.
you.
No.
I look like a European woman at a funeral now.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Not that I'm being...
All different styles.
I could be like Sophia Loren.
You could. I could just, I could see you in a movie.
You can borrow my dress anytime you want.
Yeah, right. You're never going to get it back. It's going to be ripped. But beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
The girls look fabulous, and we just thought they were just really great. Great idea to swap around with your friends as well.
Yeah.
Before I interrupt you both, is there anything else you want to say before I sort of take over and chat more?
No, I don't think so.
Have I
I
left
think
anything
we're-
out?
No, go ahead. Go
ahead,
away.
yeah.
Tell me, Michelle, because people have been asking us on the street, where can we get more information about Michelle? Has she got a website? We say, yes, we say it every week. Do you want to give out your website? Because people are loving what you're bringing on the show.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm at pushing50.net, so if anyone would like to get on there and have a look.
Just say to this camera one. Do that again.
Just at pushing50.net, and on my website there's a lot of photos on there that you can have a look at, items that I've purchased and all the prices, so it probably gives you a good idea of what I do and how I put things together.
But also, I mean, Michelle does more than that. You also take women out. If you want to look as fabulous as Michelle,
I do. I take people shopping. I like to take people out shopping and sort of, give them some ideas and help
mentor.
them. Yeah, like a mentor. And
Well
basically, just get them to try different things.
Thank you very much to Carol, of course, to Carol and Kate. Can I just say they're wonderful models. And thank you very much to Michelle and to of course, our very own Grace.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you, Fred. I'll be wearing this more often.
You're looking beautiful, both of you.
We thought we might just go out later. We don't want to waste it, so.
Suit yourself. I don't have to be involved. I've got a show to do. Don't involve me. That's all good. Thank you very much. And, of course, check out Michelle's website. And do you know what you're doing next month?
I haven't really thought about it. I'm sort of having there's a few things I'm throwing around, so yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Can't wait till you talk more about these swap parties where people can come and swap their clothes and get a bargain.
Okay.
Fantastic. Affordable fashion, of course, with Michelle Merdzan. Tune in next time. She's on next month with Grace as well. Now, there's a new board game which isn't quite new. In the 60s, Test Match was such a big board game. Well, Crown and Andrews have brought it back. Here it is on screen. If you would like to win, we're giving away 5 of these amazing, amazing board games. It's called Test Match. Everybody's looking at it saying, I had that 40 years ago. Well, it's back again. The original game is back. Test Match. But to win, you need to know what the code word is. Now, we do have a code word, and to win this competition, you need to put the code word, which is, of course, cricket. It's on screen right now. Cricket. Spell it as you see it. Spell it correctly. 0439 929 929 is our number. You must put your name and address and the code word. Cricket. And thanks to Crown and Andrews, we are giving away, there's probably about 5 or 6. I did have 6. I think there's only 5 now because I've given one away to myself. Thank you, Matt. 5 are left very soon, going fast. So enter the competition now. Thanks to Crown and Andrews, and we'll give away another one next week on the show. Thank you very much to them. And, if you remember the game and have an old version and want a new one, best time to enter the comp now, anywhere in Australia or the world. All right. Suzzanne Laidlaw is back with another great topic. To talk to her is our very good Neesha. Over to you, Neesha.
Thank you, Fred. Suzzanne Laidlaw, business coach, joins us on the couch again. Welcome.
Thank you.
Suzzanne, you're a very busy lady. I know you run a lot of training and you coach one-on-one with business leaders, but today we're going to talk about customer service and how important that is in terms of any industry you're in, really, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I find in Perth, particular, the customer service level could be raised a little bit. sometimes it's hard to get good service, and I think a lot of business owners don't understand that there's a lot of proactive things that they can actually do in relation to customer service and the experience. I think we mentioned before, often if I say to a business owner, what are your thoughts around customer service, the first thing they default to is, oh, isn't that the complaints department?
Interesting perception to go to straight away, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in terms of being proactive then, I guess it's defining what is customer service. It's not just the, here's your change, thank you very much, but there's a lot to think about, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely huge. There's a whole experience that the customer will go through from the beginning to the end of the actual transaction, and there's a lot of points where they can make sure that they have a really good experience. So from defining, you know, what the place smells like, from defining what it looks like, and how long it takes them to get back, what sort of follow-up they're doing, what the language is with the staff, and how they can keep in touch with them, how they can make them feel important, how they can differentiate between the customers that come back all the time, and what they can do to make them feel special.
Wonderful. As you're speaking, I'm thinking you're really painting me a vision. You know, you're really, I guess it's an experience then thereafter. It's customer service is an experience. Would that be one way to explain it?
Yes, absolutely. And because we have a lot of senses that we can remember things, there's a lot of things that you can actually do in that experience to make it memorable, to make it an experience that you love so much that you want to share with everybody you know. And the goal is for your customers to become raving fans so that then they do the selling for you.
Yes.
And that's the best marketing. And often in relation to customer service, business owners don't realise that their biggest raving fans should actually be their staff. So they should be treating their staff very well so that when they go out at their barbecues, so that when they're talking to people, they're like, oh, but the place I work is amazing, you've got to come and try this, or you've got to come and do this, or it's actually radiating from their staff so that when people are interacting with them outside of work or in work, they feel that energy, they feel that positive experience.
So it's really engagement internally and externally, both together.
Yes, and communication.
Wonderful. So if people want to gain more assistance in that area, because there's so many things you mentioned then that I thought, you know, wow, like it would be great to find out more. What are the workshops that you run? How are they sort of structured to help businesses?
Yeah, thank you. I do every second week on a Tuesday afternoon in my boardroom at work. I do small intimate workshops where I educate business owners. They're normally for a couple of hours, where I educate business owners to understand what they can do in relation to different topics, and I do one whole workshop on customer service. So by the end of it, they'll understand what they should actually have in place and what they can do themselves.
Wonderful. So what do people do to find out more?
They can just go to my website, www.suzzannelaidlaw.com.au, and I've got all my business education workshops there. So.
Wonderful. Well, look, time always goes so fast because you've got lots of interesting things to say every time you're on the couch.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking us through customer service. I'm sure that if you've missed any of those details, you can go to thecouch.com.au. But thank you so much again for coming on, and we'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you very much, Tar. Thank you.
Back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much, Neesha, and that is it for this segment. We're right over time. We'll be back with more of The Couch only on Foxtel. After this, Di Wilcox. Join us then. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Perth, and I don't know what it's like all around Australia, but I'm assuming it's beautiful because we're living in Australia. Can I tell you about something beautiful that happened last weekend? And this is my first opportunity to say congratulations. Channel 7 raised more than $25 million for their local telethon here in Perth. Congratulations, Channel 7. You've done an amazing job, and from all of us here at The Couch, we congratulate you. Give them a round of applause in the studio. Well done. Keep up the great work and keep helping those kids that need your help. Channel 7, well done. Somebody else that's always doing things pretty well here, Di Wilcox and our very own Grace. Over to you, Grace.
Thank you very much, Fred. As you said, I'm here with the wonderful Di Wilcox. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really well, thanks.
Good, and I'm very excited to have you on the show today. And what are you talking about?
Today I'm talking about body image, particularly for our children. Yeah, that's finding, it's a massive issue, and people often think that it's only in high school, but we're finding that at a younger and younger age, children are becoming more and more aware of their body image and not feeling good enough about themselves. I've even had a parent contact me because her 3-year-old looked in the mirror and said, "Mummy, I don't like the fat bits on my bottom. What should I do?"
Oh my gosh, that's getting ridiculous. And you're right, it is getting younger and younger. I know a woman who was a psychologist at a private girls' school, and in the junior school she saw so many problems that she was just overwhelmed with the younger kids there.
It is, it's scary. I think with a child as young as 3, what's happening is that as parents we're often unaware that our children are listening to everything that we're doing and saying. So as a mother, if you're looking in the mirror and saying, "Does my butt look big in this?" your 3-year-old is very aware of what's going on, and that gets them questioning their own body image. So as a parent we need to be aware, as role models, what values we're setting for our children.
Absolutely, and especially in the modern generation when kids are influenced by not just their parents but so many other things like social media and everything that's going on in the world. And what are you doing about this issue?
Look, because it's one of my passions, one of my many passions, I actually run for high schools a workshop called Loving My Reflection Workshop. For younger children, I run one called Beneath Your Beautiful. And I teach children how things that we see in the media are photoshopped, they're airbrushed. When we look at a magazine, bodies are changed. So the person that you sometimes aspire to be actually doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
And it's really important that we let kids understand that, everybody is meant to be different. Everybody's unique. You can't be me just like I can't be you. And I say to the kids all the time, we're already taken and you're taken and you should be really proud of that.
Exactly, and that's amazing. So can you tell me about these workshops and how they run?
Absolutely. So with the Beneath Your Beautiful, we talk to young girls and their mothers because we want a conversation happening with
their mothers.
With their mothers, because mothers have a key role in to play in their daughter's body image.
Absolutely.
And we talk to them about photoshopping and airbrushing, but we also talk to young girls about the importance of having the right fats in your diet and that you do need fat to be healthy and how to look after yourself. And we also talk about that inner confidence. Confidence comes from within and how to get it. For the older girls, we look at anorexia, we look at bulimia because we need to get those conversations happening and we need girls to understand how dangerous those disorders are. But the most important part is I want these girls to walk away believing that they are this beautiful person, and we all come in different shapes and sizes and we want to celebrate that.
We can't all be a size 6.
We don't want to all be a
exactly.
size 6. What a boring world this world would be if we were all the same. But we do want to be healthy.
Yeah,
and that's what we want to encourage the girls to understand, that you don't need to be stick thin to be healthy.
Exactly.
And but you do need to take care of yourself from that perspective. And when you're looking at television and you're looking at magazines, critique it. Enjoy them, but critique it and understand that everything you're seeing is not actually real.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
I mean, it's something, especially with kids, that they don't even understand that. When you get a bit older, you start to see it's not necessarily, it's so fake. But as you're younger, it's like, how are these women so beautiful? How do they look like that? But it's not even real.
Do you know what? Even people my mother's age and myself, we're still looking at television, we're looking at magazines and thinking to ourselves, why don't I look like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't I look like that celebrity? We're seeing women who have a baby and 2 days later they've stepped out the hospital looking perfect and people are saying, well, what's wrong with me?
It's especially bad when you're comparing yourself to other people and not just being happy with who you are.
Yeah.
Which is amazing why you're doing these workshops.
And can I just add something into, sorry to
Of
interrupt you
course.
both, but it's really interesting because more today, I know we've only got a couple of minutes to go, but even attractive people, young girls and boys, attractive kids think they're not attractive, and you look at them and you think, why do you think that?
Yeah.
And it's because social media tells them, other kids attack them. Social media tells you should look like this.
Yeah.
And even though we think they look like that, they don't.
Do you know what? That you've just touched on a really interesting point, and I'll be really quick because I know we're short on time. But there's an activity I do with the girls where I ask them to actually put up their hand if they've ever looked in the mirror and thought to themselves, I wish I could change this about myself, that about myself.
I put up my hand.
Oh,
It happens all the
every
time.
girl puts her hand up.
Yeah.
And I say to the girls, leave your hands up now, look around. And there's this nervous giggle that happens. And the reason it happens, I'll say to the girls, are you giggling because some of the girls who've put their hands up, you think, if I look like you, I would have no problems? And these girls laugh and go, if I look like her, I'd have no issue. And I said, well, see that girl? She's got the same insecurities
What is
as
it?
you.
Is it self-confidence? They don't have it for some reason. They're lacking it, or they're not strong enough in believing themselves.
I think there's this real perception, and you're right, social media and the media is really letting us know that we should look a certain way, and if we don't feel that we're meeting those perceived myths of beauty, then we're not valued in this world.
And I have to tell you, being a larger person, the stereotype of a presenter on TV needs to be a thin person.
Yeah.
It's obviously I'm hot, but I mean I'm not slim.
Very hot.
Thank you very much. You are too. But can I say, kids out there need to have role models that are all different shapes and sizes.
Absolutely.
We need to have people seen on TV and radio that aren't the perfect, because what is perfect? And we need to get rid of this perfect perception.
Yes.
We need to have a perception that we're all different and that we're all
And
okay.
celebrate difference.
And celebrate difference.
And no matter what you do, I mean, I do quite a bit of music, and everyone thinks if you want to be a musician, you've got to be some hot pop little stick
So
figure.
you should have it made.
Sorry.
But you should have it made, because in my eyes you fit that mould, but I don't look at you because that's what I see. I see a good singer. And I think you want to have young people perceive that, give it a go. It's not about who thinks you're hot. It's not about, and I get what you're saying, Grace. People should now start saying, she's giving it a go, she's having a go, she's having fun with that, and she's good at it. And kids need to know that they can give it a go and don't give up because they think they're not suitable.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
And we all did when we were kids. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be presenting a show. You wouldn't be doing what you do, and Grace, you wouldn't be doing music. We need to be given the incentive in society, I think, to feel like you belong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
And
I'll
all
let you
support
wrap
each
it up.
other.
Thank you.
Can I just ask a little tiny bit of advice?
Quick question. Yep.
Because there's sometimes when people wake up in the morning, even myself, there's those little thoughts in the back of my mind going like, oh, I look horrible today, or I'm just, oh, why am I even, just those thoughts that get you down. What do you suggest doing for them?
Always watch your own self-talk. Don't allow yourself to talk yourself into those doubts. The other thing I say to everyone is be grateful for what you have and build on that gratitude, because when you realise what you've got, your whole day and perception of that day changes.
Wow, well thank you for that. And your website, can you just repeat it
Yes,
again?
so my website is diwilcox.com.au.
Brilliant, and there's just so much to learn from Di. She's amazing. And if you'd miss any of that, can just go to thecouch.com.au. Back to you, Fred.
Wonderful, thank you. And you know how we have that You're Okay Day?
Yeah.
I reckon You're Okay should spread to everything, whether it's looks. It's all about saying you are okay. Be yourself. Wonderful. As always, two of my favourite presenters here on the show, and I look forward to having them back again next time, next month for Di, and of course maybe next week for Grace. We've got more of The Couch coming up. Another one of my favourite, Thorns in My Side. Vanessa Jean's coming up after a beautiful Fresh and Local. Stick around. Welcome back to The Couch here on Foxtel. We've got a wonderful lady now. She's got years and years and years of cooking. Not to say she's a good cook, but she's been cooking for a long time. Her name is Armanda. And welcome. You're from Amanda's Cuisine.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about Armanda.
Armanda, as always, beautiful, as ever. Love to cook. And I just want to introduce some African food to the world, different than the old barbecues.
Now, where's your cooking based? Where can we catch you cooking?
You can catch me at the Perth, at Forest Place.
Yeah,
they have the Twilight Market.
I was thinking more about Hamilton Hill. Tell us about that
That's
place.
okay, Hamilton Hill. You can't go there and eat there, but I can cook for you and deliver to you, which is even better.
So you do delivery as well?
I do, so you got to be very special.
Fantastic. Now, today we're talking to Armanda because we've got the Hawkers Markets coming up, and they're coming up at Forest Place between 4:30 and 9:30 from the 16th of October this year to the 29th of April next year, of course excluding the 13th of November because of the turning on the lights.
That's it.
Are you turning on the lights, are you?
Well, I'm always a light. My
You're always
surname is Deluge, which means the light.
Oh, you're turning something on it, I guess. What are we making today?
We are making a dish called mwamba, which is a very traditional dish from Angola.
Yep.
But traditionally, the fish will go into the sauce, but I make it when I do for others.
So
I do it
this is an
separately.
African meal?
African meal, authentic.
There's not a lot of restaurants in Australia or Perth about African type food.
No, there's none.
I've been to a couple. Awesome food. I'm going to let you get on with it, but I'm going to come over this side of you.
Beautiful. Please do.
And we'll show
please
Matt.
do.
You can tell me what the ingredients are because Matt's can't wait to show us. What are these ones?
Perfect. That is onion.
Onion, okay.
Chopped onion.
That one there.
That is a marinade for the fish, which is coriander, garlic, chili, and salt.
Salt there.
The old boring salt.
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Very traditional. We normally use the small eggplant as well.
Chili?
That's okra.
Oh, okra looks
Okra.
like chili.
Spinach,
Spinach,
which
oh.
we normally can use the sweet potato leaves.
Tomato.
Tomato, yes.
And this one here is interesting.
And that is oleo de palma, which
is palm oil.
Palm oil, but it's from the red coconut.
Beautiful. There's a lot of deception about palm oil. A lot of people think it's not good to eat, but we can actually eat it.
You can, and it is beautiful and very healthy
And that's
too.
chili and garlic.
That's it.
And the last one here, we've got some fish.
Which is a dew fish caught by my children.
Fantastic.
Which is beautiful.
All right, let's put it all together. Tell us what you're doing while we're doing it.
Well, yes, we
now,
can.
we've got the pots here.
We do, we do.
What are we going to cook in the pot?
They're turned on, and
Yep.
what are we going to do? We're just going to put all the ingredients into the big pot, and doesn't have any order.
I'll
Put
let
them
you
in.
do that. So
the
just
secret
throw them
is
in.
throw them in.
Amanda, how long have you been cooking yourself?
I've been cooking, literally, I started my apprenticeship at the age of 14.
Yep.
It sounds silly, but I was full-time student,
Yeah.
as well as going to school on the weekends.
Always African cooking or other type of cooking?
Portuguese.
Okay.
My teenage years, or my childhood, mid-childhood teenagers were in Portugal.
Yep.
And I went to Portugal because of the civil war in Angola. So that's what happened.
Tragic time.
It was very, very, but
And what was it like being a female cook? Because it would have been hard in those days.
well,
being
those
a female
days,
alone.
it's
being
a
cook.
man's world, dear.
Yeah.
We have no chance.
Amazing.
None whatsoever. So you have that.
Yep.
Put everything in, a sprinkle of salt. Not two ways about it. You put the lid
There
and
you go.
literally...
I'll let Matt have a look at that. Do you want to have
Yeah.
a look in there, Matt? I'll show you what it looks like close up. Oh, look at
yeah.
that.
And literally ignore
can
it for
virtually-
10 minutes.
You can virtually eat that on its own.
You can.
I'm going to put that on the stove. So we're going to leave that
That's
for
it.
about 10
We're
minutes?
going to leave this for 10 minutes.
Then what do you do?
And we're going to do the polenta.
Okay. Polenta, what is polenta?
Polenta,
Yep.
we use the dusted polenta, the very fine polenta.
Alright.
And I think
That's boiling away there. Can we make it?
we could.
Okay, I think... Do you want it off or on, that one?
No, we got it on.
Okay, that's all
That's
on.
it. See?
I think we've got
Terrible.
the
She's
stove
not
with-
used to electricity.
appliances.
We do the gas, so otherwise the wooden fire, which does a brilliant job.
Alright.
So that's there. So we're gonna leave this one going.
Yep.
And if it's okay for me to switch
Yeah, go for
area,
it.
so I'll do this.
Go for
So
it.
while this is going, we do the polenta. Polenta
let's do
is
it.
1 part water, 2 flour, but it is the dusted polenta. And
Okay.
I have my polenta here.
All right, let's have a look.
May I get
I'll
it?
let you pick that up.
2
Now, of course,
seconds.
don't forget, folks, the hawkers markets are open 4:30 to 9:30. Forest Place. You can catch this lady and heaps more
That's it.
when they perform. Now, this is just the
This is the
dusted.
dusted polenta, very, very,
Very
fine.
fine. Can I
You
feel
cannot buy this in Italian shop. It's so fine. It's literally
How do you know how to make it?
Oh, very easy. You're
Okay.
from the jungle. You learn to do this when you're a child, dear.
All right, let's have a look.
So, and the secret is when the water is not boiling yet,
Yep.
you've got to use your hands and normally a wooden
Go for it.
spoon. But living in a Western world, we discovered that this does a bloody beautiful
What
job.
is polenta?
Polenta is made out of corn, and it's literally dry corn, which you remove the husk and then you dry, and then when you see the ladies with the, that's it. So to make this.
What are they doing, those ladies? Just show me again. Oh, yeah, they do that. I've
So
seen
when
it a
they
lot.
have the sticks and they have the wooden drum.
Oh, so traditional.
So, traditional, yes.
I'm Italian. We love polenta.
You do, but
Yeah.
your polenta takes an hour,
Yes,
45 minutes.
correct.
This takes 2 to 3 minutes.
Well, it's taken about 6 now.
We're the jungle people. Oh, it's
right.
going to take even more if we keep talking. So
Don't
this is
worry
what you
about
do. You just, before it brings to boil,
So you
you
just
put...
sprinkle it in there?
because it's so fine, it cooks so quick.
Seriously? So it's
Yeah.
like custard in a way.
Yes and no, depending. If you're very poor, you
Yeah.
make it very thick because
Yeah.
people are going to eat with their fingers, so you want to make sure...
And do you have to keep stirring?
No,
Or
not quite. That's the Italian one. So we just got to
Okay.
make sure this comes to boil. That's the
Yep,
only thing
that's
we've got to
on.
do it. So it's coming. See, as you can see, the secret is
Oh,
for
wow.
this to taste beautiful. Once it starts boiling,
Yep.
you just add some more flour, cover, and it's done.
How thick do we want it?
We don't want too thick because we're using knife and
I'll
fork.
show Matt there. He's got the
Yeah.
camera on there. There you go, Matt.
So that's it.
actually, you can see that's thickened very quickly.
It
within
is,
about
it
30
is.
seconds.
And if you are in Africa, we also do this for breakfast. We use this as a breakfast and we leave it as it is.
Okay.
Add a bit of
Like a
sugar
soup
cane
type
and you're
thing.
done.
Beautiful.
And you drink it. So it's like your porridge with
Wow.
corn. So,
Fantastic. What next? What
well,
do we
we're
do
going to
with-
do a fish.
Okay.
So this
Have
one-
we got the... Do you want the stove open?
The stove went to sleep.
Went
So
to
it's
sleep. We'll
okay.
use
We
that one
finished
there.
this. We're good. This
All
is
good.
literally done. So as you can see bubbling,
right.
I'll finish this and then do the fish will be 1 minute.
Yes, our
So-
stove has died on us, unfortunately.
That's it. I think the stove took a sickie.
Yeah, you know, modern stoves.
That's
Doesn't
it.
matter. That's okay.
So that's it. This is done. Perfect.
That is amazing. It's thickened up really, really
And
quickly.
we don't use any flavourings in here because you want this sauce to do the
What
job.
I might do is, while you're doing that, we might move this frying pan. Do you still want to cook the fish?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll pop that on there.
So that's there. We're going to
on
put a
high for
lid
you.
and that is ready.
That's ready to serve.
It is. See,
Right,
I
now-
told you, jungle food very
now the
quickly.
fish that we're using, because we've
The
actually
fish.
prepared one earlier on anyway.
Yes,
so
we
we'll show
did.
that at the end.
So, which is brilliant. So this, after it starts bringing to boil, what do? You put the spinach in
Yep.
to finish, and
do you
it's
mix
done.
it all about, or you don't have to?
Almost at the end. And what we do, because it's only 1 cup of water,
Yep.
you just do this, and that's it. All
That's
the
it.
flavors are in. That's
Steam.
it. That's
Beautiful.
it. So the
All right.
fish, it's olive oil, coriander, lots of coriander.
What
we
have you
eat.
got in here?
This is olive oil.
Oh, okay. Do you
And
need
is
that?
my own olive oil.
How do you make your own olive oil?
Well, we pick up the olives from the
Yep.
council land, which
Yep.
they're free.
Yep.
We take them down south to Boyanup to a pressing company.
Now, you've actually marinated that.
Yes.
I might hold that here for Liam to pick it up, but that's been marinated. That's the actual fish with the, I don't know if the camera can pick it up ahead. That's what it looks like, guys. Amazing. What's in that marinade?
That is coriander, fresh garlic, salt, and chili, but you use the bits, the top of the chili, which is very light.
Do
so
you
it's not
normally
as
leave it in the fish for overnight? Or
24
anything like
hours
24
should
hours,
be.
yeah.
That is definitely a better choice.
And then you cook it, and how quickly
And then
does
we
that
cook
fish
it.
cook?
It cooks literally very quickly. And I
Yum.
bought this one. I bought this just in case. If you needed a little bit of olive oil, I personally go without it.
Yep.
And I'm sorry I'm using my
That's
fingers,
all right.
but
For television, it
that's
doesn't
it.
matter.
You have to.
I'm eating it, so I'm
That's
not
it.
worried. I know your hands are clean.
And if not, well, you're in trouble.
Oh, don't you love it when a frying pan actually sizzles? Beautiful.
That's it.
Now, if the type of food that you cook,
Yes.
you do catering as well, you were saying? And you
I do.
the
I do cooking classes, and I
Where
love.
can people get a hold of you?
There's there's the phone number, and there's the Facebook, and
you've
there's
got a
the
website
email.
as well.
Well, I had a website, so
Yep.
it's having another nap at the
Having a
moment.
break. So if
That's
people
it.
want to get a hold of you, maybe they can get a hold of the couch, and then we can give them your details.
Beautiful. That'll
There
be
is a
perfect.
Facebook page, which is the name. What's your name
It
on
is
Facebook?
Armanda's Cuisine.
Spell it for us.
Armanda
Armanda
apostrophe S Cuisine Cuisine.
And we'll have that up on our website
Beautiful, perfect.
That
I'll just
smells incredible. Would you
Stir
like-
that. Just
like that
this.
one? There you
and
go.
we are literally.
Now, a little birdie told me you used to run the canteen at Channel 9 in Perth as well.
Yes, yes.
And of course, they closed theirs down. Was that fun, cooking mainstream cooking, or could you do
15
African?
years. Well, I did a lot of Africa. I think that's the reason why I hang around longer.
Yeah.
It's because I was different. I was giving them food they never seen before, which
Yep.
is wonderful. That's what I liked. Because people think that African food is about the barbecue meats, the wild meat on the barbecue.
It's not all about
We don't
that.
do
It's
that.
about
We
spices as
literally
well.
use what the land gives us to us.
Fantastic.
And meat and fish is a plus. If you live by the ocean, that's what it is. But otherwise, it's all about the vegetables.
They want me to wrap it up. So
Yeah,
what
that's it.
I'm going to let you serve that one up, but I've got one that we kept in the
that's
oven.
it, yes. Which, oh God, sorry.
That's
Very
all right.
messy.
That's all right.
I normally used to have the husband to clean up after me.
You do that, Amanda. I'm just going to look for something to eat with. What have we got here, Amanda?
We've
I'm going to hold that there.
pirão, which is polenta. We call it pirão.
Look, I'll pop it on this. Oh, there, you can see it on the
Yeah,
screen there.
that's it.
Now,
with
that's
with
what we're
muamba,
making.
that's what we made, yeah. And the fish.
Shall I try it? Do you want one?
Go for it, yeah.
Would you like to try it
It's
with me?
very delish.
Let's take a piece each, eh?
If you were in Armanda's world, I would say this is very orgasmic, but I don't know if I'm allowed
Very orgasmic.
because it's so delish. It's really good, isn't it? Jungle food is speechless. Good thing.
What are you doing after the show, Amanda?
Or maybe cooking again, isn't it?
I want to show you the back of our microwave.
That's a good thing.
Thank you very much. That is beautiful.
You're welcome.
Don't forget the hawkers markets. I've got the information here. You can catch Armanda and a whole heap of cooks. It will be at Forest Place between the 16th of October, 29th of April next year, excluding the 13th of November. Between 4:30 and 9:30, please go down to the markets, the hawkers
Beautiful.
markets.
And enjoy.
Enjoy the food. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And if you missed any of this segment and would love to watch it again and maybe get a bit orgasmic, check out our contact promo. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
If you're looking for more info on anything you've seen on today's show, head to thecouch.com.au. It's where you'll find all the links for our guests, plus clips from the show, backstage photos, and even exclusive movie reviews. You can also sign up as a couchie and be part of our competitions, including Spin It to Win It. New Zealand viewers, that's open to you too. So jump online and check it out now. thecouch.com.au.
I am surprised that I am not fitter with all the running around. I have to go from one side of the studio to the other. Thank God for orgasmic cooking.
Thank goodness.
Welcome back.
For
Talking
that.
about orgasmic cooking, I've got Vanessa Jean back. Hello, welcome back.
Thanks. Hello.
Where have you been?
I have been travelling around the countryside teaching aromatherapy and raw food and whole food cooking and all that yumminess
Now,
I do.
For those people who haven't caught you before, you're Food Alchemy. That's
I
your
am,
business. So what
yeah.
do you do at Food Alchemy?
So we incorporate retreats and help bring them back home to love with real food, nourishing food, sacred sound journeys, all sorts of yumminess.
Why do people do these retreats and why do people come and see you?
Yeah, that's
Surely
a good
they can
question.
ignore it all and do their thing. What do they get from coming to you?
They have a moment to retreat themselves, to come back into their hearts, come back into being, and to be fully present with who they are. Because we're so busy in life, we don't stop, we don't take a breath, blah, 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 and we forget.
And we were
how
talking about
amazing
this
we are.
before, how busy our lives are, and sometimes we just need to stop and
And
have
we
a breath.
all do. We all do.
And a little bit about you, Vanessa. You're a mum.
I
you're
am.
a cook.
Yes.
You've got a husband, so you've got the whole family thing going.
Yeah.
Plus you go out and take people on retreats, you teach them how to cook.
That's
and
right.
you bring in some beautiful, yummy stuff that's raw
Absolutely.
food.
And I incorporate my daughter in a lot of what I do. My husband and I do this together.
It is unfortunate. I have met your daughter. You do incorporate her.
Atenta. She's
Beautiful,
divine.
lovely.
Ignore
I was just
him.
gonna say she's a beautiful girl.
10-year young, gorgeous bliss bubble. So
Just
she
like your
comes
mum.
around and she works with me while I'm teaching the aromatherapy workshops and empowering people to bring, you just want to eat that, didn't you? Come back and use these nature's gifts, in their everyday
tell me about
life.
these oils, just because we always run out of time talking about
They're
them.
certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils.
So I've got one in my hands
yeah, so
here.
you've got a lang-ylang and I have a lime. And the theme with today is very much about opening the heart, moving with the seasons. So lang-ylang does that. That works very much with the heart and coming back to love and self-love.
How do people use that? Is it in the food or do they
So
rub
we
it
use
on?
it, so all three ways. We use it aromatically, so breathing it in like you're going to do.
Beautiful.
And
Very
in the
relaxing.
diffusers. And then we can combine it if you leave that lid open together. And that's
that
really
is beautiful.
Yeah, refreshing,
you know what?
uplifting.
It smells like I'm in a Bali massage parlour.
There you
That's
go.
a clean one that doesn't do any extras.
A spa, yeah.
A spa, isn't it?
Yeah.
That relaxing feel.
So what you can do is you can
Beautiful.
diffuse them. What I teach is aromatic dressing,
Yep.
which is putting it in some carrier oil and rubbing it over the body as a beautiful morning ritual of self-love every morning and every night. And
Anytime
we
you've got
put
time
it,
to rub it all over my body, I'm happy. You need to
He
be.
has to say it every
no,
time.
because
Ignore
you
him.
You know why? Because you're going to need a bit bigger bottle than that. So it's like,
No,
come in
you
a bigger-
use a carrier oil. So this goes in a fractionated coconut oil.
Okay.
And when people go on my website, which is foodalchemy.com.au, I have everything explained.
Okay, that's-
And we empower them to open their own wholesale accounts and to have these oils at wholesale
So people
prices
can actually
to
sell
use.
these themselves.
They can, absolutely. So what we
All
do
right.
is, the other way to use it is infuse them in food. So now we're coming into the hotter seasons, and it's
Summer.
quite a hot spring already, as we've all felt. So what I've done is, to support everyone, is I've made this really beautiful raw slice, or what we call in the raw world or vegan
Yep.
world, raw cheesecake. So there's no dairy at all in it. This is a fig, coconut and lime raw slice.
Now,
It's
I can
nut
vouch
free.
that she's actually made these herself.
I do.
Yep.
It's nut free because there's a lot of nut allergies going around in schools at the
Yep.
moment and with a lot of kids. And then I've topped it with some organic figs there that have just
It
been
does
dried.
look really nice and
Yeah,
attractive.
so you can
eh?
try it in a minute. And then I have some raw chocolates and they're infused with some black pepper and cinnamon bark. So you get that
So you've
warm
actually
velvet
used
touch
the oils in the cooking.
in the mix. Yeah,
Can I try them?
absolutely. Yes.
I'll try the chocolate. So this one
Absolutely.
here, what was it again?
So this is cinnamon bark and black pepper. They're melting under the
Look.
lights. Yeah.
That's why I have to eat them very quickly.
Quickly, get it in.
And do you know what? Very Barchi-ish.
Yeah.
The Barchi Italian chocolates.
Yeah.
Same.
The hazelnut. So this one here you can taste next. So it's
Okay.
using figs. You know how we just love figs so much, us Italians. So the base is fig and coconut and some coconut oil. And then the centre, see how nice and creamy that is? And it's not too sweet, have you noticed? So it's not like this big sugar rush.
Yeah,
The sweetness
very nice.
comes out in the figs and the coconut. That's sweet enough. And then the top, I've just drizzled, massaged a little bit of coconut syrup and a tiny touch of maple, like half a teaspoon
very
of,
smooth.
of both combined, with the coconut flakes and sprinkled that
What's
with the
the
figs.
base?
The base is figs and desiccated coconut and some coconut oil.
You know what? That is beautiful.
And these ones here, this is my salted It's a roasted almond fudge. So it's salty, it's infused with some cinnamon bark, and again, that supports us with this change of season.
It's got all the nutty taste without the nuts.
Well, this one has nuts and these two are nut-free. So they've melted in the lights, but...
Actually, that is beautiful.
Yeah, so you can just kind of, you know, you can see... I love just looking at this. It's like just looking at the womb of Mother Earth, looking at a fig. And us as Italians, we use figs a lot. We use them, you know, straight off the tree, and that's our snack. That's our fast food, you know? And then we dry them. And I remember Nonna always, you got that? Nonna sun-drying them. I don't know if your family did. Sun-dried them on the meshing, and then, that's right, and the tomatoes, and then the muslin over the top, you know? And this is what we're doing here. We're coming back to basics. Yeah, and this is nutrient dense, so it will fuel you, nourish you, sustain you as you go.
It's fantastic. I love your food. I love your oils.
Thank you.
Tell us again where we can get the oils and more of your cooking lessons.
www.foodalchemy.com.au, and you'll see tabs connecting you to the aromatherapy section and the oils and how to do this, or send me an email. Everyone can send me an email and I'll get in touch and send you some freebies. And the first 2 people from today that want to look at a wholesale account with me or exploring the oils or have me come and do a free class, you're going to get a cinnamon bark and a black pepper.
Do it right now. That's it for the show this week. Vanessa Jean, thank you for coming in today. I'm going to indulge in the rest of these delicacies.
So is the rest of the crew. There's enough for everyone.
We'll see you next week, Australia. I'm going to enjoy some of this raw food with Vanessa Jean. Food Alchemy. See you next week. Bye-bye.